type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Miami Hurricanes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, you know we love a good rematch storyline. One of the best college football national championship games I can ever remember being a part of. The Fernando Mendoza run to seal that win in the fourth quarter will go down in history. But Miami, they've got redemption on their mind. They know they were just inches away from a national championship last year. They want to prove that they are the team to beat this season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Hurricanes ready to kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Finds his man, it's Schott. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like, the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have 2 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So, up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play.
Finding some room. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Looking for room. It's Richard. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him, The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
So that'll cost them a down, 2nd and long after the illegal forward pass. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Pocket breaking down. This time on target. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you're getting the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to the line of scrimmage.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, which you can tell, DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing the 3rd down.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Running inside, it's Richard. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. On the run, it's Fletcher. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Mensah fires to the wideout, and they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Right on the money. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
We reached the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He was thinking big return. Didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long. They dialed up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
That's caught. It's Vaughn. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker. The Hurricanes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play fit...
Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Got some room to run. The 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Indiana! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the extra point is good. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Mensah. Under fire. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Making side adjustments here. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Working that left side now. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Canes look to keep this drive humming. Here's Mensah to throw. Got his man. Turning it on. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Going to try to get it himself. He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Mensah. Touchdown, Hurricane. Put 6 on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Preston. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to pass. It's Hoover. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Makes the catch. It's Lofton. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
And, man, guys, we talked about this guy coming into the game, right? He's good, and he can catch the football. He can make plays. That's his first target on the day. And I think the defense is just as surprised as we are, but the offense definitely got to get this guy more involved.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Throwing, Mensah. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Quick strike complete. He works his way inside the 30. They'll mark him down at the 29. It brings up fourth down, and let's see what they do. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll pass on the 46-yard field goal attempt and go for it here. Here's Mensah to throw. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Richard. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be third down. Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. And the third down pass is incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking for a gap. It's Fletcher. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Oh, they're after him. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. The Hoosiers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Running inside, it's Fletcher. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. The 20, the 10, touchdown Canes. Just defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. I'm going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. On the ground, it's Richard. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. Makes it past the marker. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run it to the right side. At midfield, he's got room. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Takes the handoff. It's Beebe. And they're able to get him down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Got his man on the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covered in downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him. Get the big sack on 4th down.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. He wants to change this route. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Escapes the pressure going right. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Got his man to the left. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Mensah bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the right. Got a man. It's Lofton.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice game by the...
Would be an alley. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Gets it out quickly. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Puts it out of the air. Touchdown, Miami! That one will give them the lead. Lining up for the PAT.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Looking for blockers. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. To the air, it's Hoover. Moving out to the right. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and long, try to convert through the air. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They've been outstanding the last couple of possessions, both times winding up in the end zone, and they've grabbed the lead. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Fletcher.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. It's complete to the right. There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Fletcher. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They're in the precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Unloads it downfield. Reels it in down the left side. He's loose. Touchdown, Indiana. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. The Hoosiers right back at him.
And that's exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots on the field and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That drive, a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. That Miami offense back onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty. Breaks into the open. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
He'll try it again. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Throwing, Mensah. Looking to the big tight end. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
And the Canes have their offense in high gear. Running inside, it's Fletcher. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Rides to the back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And it's good! And that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age when there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him. The defense finally came up with a play.
Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a three-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just know it. Listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the fourth quarter.
They'll give it to Brown. Here's a little room there. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches